Good day to each and everyone. Our lesson for the day is about variation. So variation. Quantities may vary directly. That is, one quantity increases, the other quantity must also increases. Or they may vary inversely. That is, one quantity increases, the other quantity decreases. For instance, if you walk slowly going to school, it takes longer time, but walking fast takes a shorter time reaching the school. Ibig sabihin nun, yung speed ng paglalakad mo varies inversely with the time. So meaning, mayroong connection yung paglalakad mo at saka yung oras. Kung mabagal ka maglakad, mas longer yung time na nakukonsume mo. Pero kung mabilis ka naman maglakad, the shorter time yung na-consume. So that is an example of variation. Okay. So we need to take note that when two quantities increase at the same time, decreases at the same time, it shows direct variation. However, if quantity increase and the other decreases, it shows inverse variation. Okay. Okay, so let's have now an example of direct variation. Given the values of x and y, we have here a table. So the value of x is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then the values of r is 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. As you can see, we have a graph here. A graph is a line. Our graph is a line. So our point 1, 1 and 2. So, nasaan yung point 1 and 2? So, our x here is 1. And then, our y here is 2. So, that is the point 1 and 2. And then, next is we have the point 2 and 4. So, we have 2 and 4. 3 and 6. So, we have this one here, 3 and 6. And then, we have 4 and 8. So, it follows that 5 and 10. So, hindi na natin in-extend yung graph natin, no? Okay, so as you can see, our graph is a line that rises to the right. So pataas yung graph natin. It rises to the right. So this is an illustration of a direct variation. So this means varies directly. Take note with the words varies directly. Kasi yan yung sign natin kung ano yung formula na gagamitin natin for a given values or a set of values. So in symbols, so we have here y over x equals to k, or y equals to kx, where k is what we call the constant of variation or constant of proportionality. In this case, the constant of variation is 2, y2. Because if we are going to solve for the k, so we have here k is equals to y over x. So, ang y natin dito is yung 2, no? So, we have 2 here. And then, ang x natin is 1. So, 2 divide 1. So, that is equals to 2. So, kaya ang k natin is equal to 2. So, next is we have here another example. You will be celebrating your 14th birthday. And you wanted to have 14 balloons in your birthday party. The table shows the number of balloons and the corresponding cost of the balloon. So, we have here, kung yung balloon mo daw is 2, ang cost daw niya is 10. Kung ang balloon mo is 4, ang cost niya is 20. And then, kung 6, 30, 8, 40, and so on. So, we have 14, and then, ang cost niya is 70. So, let's try to find the k. So, we have here k. Remember the formula? K equals to y over x. So, dito tayo mag-start sa sa first na given na value. So we have here our y is 10 and our x is 2 is equals to 10 divided 2 is equals to 5. So, pwede rin natin gamitin yung second kasi they are actually equal. So, if you can see, k equals to y over x. So, gamitin natin yung yung second value, which is y sub 2 and then x sub 2. So, y sub 2 is 20 and then our x sub 2 is 4. So, 20 divided 4, that is equals to 5. So, as you can observe, there are the same, no? Itong dalawa. So, kahit saan ka po kung pumili ng value dyan, the same pa rin ang makukuha mo na pag i-divide mo yung dalawang value, equal pa rin siya sa 5. So now, let's try to find out what is our k. I mean our equation. So we will find our equation. So gagamitin natin formula is the second one. We have y equals to kx. So remember, ang k natin is 5. So, we just need to substitute the 5 sa formula natin. We have 5 and then x. So, this implies that our equation is equals to y equals to 5x. So, this is the final answer. Okay, so next, we have an example number 3. So, y varies directly. Ayan, yung word y varies directly. If x is equals to 12, and then when x equals to 4. So, question. Find the constant variation. Meaning, hanapin natin yung k. So, remember, again, k equals to y over x, which is our y is equals to 12. Tapos, ang x natin equals to 4. So, 12 divided 4, we have here 3. So, next question. What is the equation? So, balikan na naman natin yung formula. Meron tayong formula na sa direct variation y equals to kx. Ang k natin is 3. So, we will substitute. We have here 3 and then x. So, therefore, our formula or our equation is y equals to 3x. So, letter C. What is x when y is 36? So, we need to write y equals to 36. So, ano daw yung x natin? So, we need to use the given formula sa letter B. So, we have here y equals to 3x. So, we need to substitute. Palitan natin yung y ng 36. So, you will have here 36 equals to 3x. So, para matanggal yung 3 na yan dyan sa x, sa katabi ng x, kailangan natin mag-divide both side ng 3. So, 3 divide 3, 1. So, 36 divide 3, that is equals to 12. So, therefore, ang x natin is equals to 12. Okay. So, next is we have now the direct square variation. The direct square variation state that if y varies directly, ayan, varies directly to the square. So, take note, ha? To the square of x, there is a non-zero case such that, so ito na naman yung formula natin. We have y over x squared equals to k. Or that is y equals to kx squared. So, our graph here, remember the quadratic formula or quadratic equation, pag mayroon kang square, so ibig sabihin yan, yung nature ng graph mo is a quadratic or it follows a quadratic curve. So, an example of this one is the formula of the area of the circle. So, as you can see, meron siyang pi here. Our pi here, ang value niya is 3.1416. And then, itong r squared, so that makes direct square variation. Okay. So next is we have an example. Y varies directly as the square. Ayan. If x is equals to 27 and then x equals to 3. So we need to find x when y is equals to 81. So hanapin daw natin si x. So first thing to do is we need to find the k. Kasi yun ang gagamitin natin to find the equation of this problem. So we have k. Our k here is equals to y over x squared. Kasi directly as the square. Ang sabi niya, di ba? So, given here our y, which is equals to 27, over, ang x natin is 3. So, we need to change the x to 3. So, we have 3 squared here. So, after niyan, so we have 27. What is 3 squared? So, ang 3 squared is equals to 3 times 3, which is equals to 9. So, 27 divide 27 divide 9, which is equals to 3. After mo makuha itong 3, so gagamitin natin yung formula para makuha natin yung value nito, no? So, gamitin muna natin yung formula to find the equation para makuha natin yung value ng x nito, x natin. So, the formula is we have y equals to k x squared. Our k here is 3. So, substitute lang natin. So, we have 3x squared. So, this implies that our y is equals to 3x squared. So, yan yung formula. So, yung formula na yan, makakatulong yan para hanapin natin itong problem na yan. So, we have here, okay? So, substitute na natin. Mayroon na tayong formula, no? So, ang y daw natin is 81. So, this will become 81 equals to 3x squared. So, we have here, we need to divide both sides by 3. 3 para matanggal yung 3 sa tabi niya. So, this one here is equals to 27. So, we have 27. So, meaning meron tayong 27 equals to x squared. So, remember, kailangan natin gawin kailangan nating square. Take the square at both sides para mawala yung square dyan sa x squared. So, makancel yan. So, ang ma-remain dito is 27. Square root of 27 equals to x. Or that is x equals to 27. So, we need to look for a number na pwedeng factor sa 27. So, factor ng 27 is we have 3 times 9. And then remember, yung 9, we can factor that one as 3 squared. So, pwede siyang mailabas sa radical sign. So, magiging 3 square root of 3. Ma-remain yung 3 sa loob. Kasi wala siyang square, di ba? So, hindi siya pwedeng lumabas sa radical sign. Okay. So, this would be our final answer. So, our final answer, kung ang x mo is 3 square root of 3, ang value ng y mo is 81. Example number 2. If p varies directly as the square of q and p is equals to 256 and q is equals to 8. So, we need to find the k. So, our k here, remember the formula, that is instead na y over x, so this will become p over q squared, no? So, our p here is equals to 256, and then our q here is 8 squared. So, 256 divide 64, that is equals to 4. So, next, so we need to find the equation. So, our equation now will become p is equals to kq squared. So our k here is 4. So magiging 4q squared. Or that implies that our p is equals to 4q squared. So next is we have p when q is equals. What is p when q is equals to 2 square root of 3? So just use the formula. We have p equals to 4q squared. So we have here 4, and then ang q daw natin is we have 2 square root of 3 quantity squared kasi may square yung q, no? So distribute the 2 inside the parentheses. So you will have 4 and then 2 squared, and then you have here square root of 3 quantity squared. So we have 4. So what is 2 squared? So we have 2 times 2, we have 4. So this one here, we can cancel the radical sign. So we have here 3. So 4 times 4, so that is equals to 4 times 12, or this is equals to 48. So this is our final answer. So I hope you understand the discussion regarding your lesson, and don't forget to click and subscribe in my channel. So thank you for listening.